When you multiply or divide fractions, do they have to have the same denominator? Keep watching and I'll answer that question. Welcome to Math Bytes, I'm Allison, and today we're talking about multiplying and dividing fractions. When you add or subtract fractions, you have to make sure that your fractions have the same denominator. But when you're multiplying or dividing, different denominators are okay. So let's take a look at this. For two fractions, a over b and c over d, where b and d are not equal to 0, a over b times c over d is equal to ac over bd. You just multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom. And a over b divided by c over d is equal to a over b times d over c. You change division to multiplication and flip the second fraction upside down. Then you just multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom, and you get AD over BC. Let's do a few examples and see how this works. Okay, let's take a look at a couple of examples. We have 3 over 5 times 4 over 9. Just multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom. 3 times 4 is 12. 5 times 9 is 45, so we get 12 over 45. Now, we must reduce to lowest terms, so we need to figure out if there's a common factor here. There is. 3 goes into both 12 and 45 evenly, so reducing by 3 on the top and the bottom, we get 4 over 15. Now, if you're comfortable with cross-canceling and there's a common factor, you can do that first, so let's take a look. 3 over 5 times 4 over 9. Now, there's a common factor there. We have a 3 in a numerator and a 9 in one of the denominators, so we could cancel that out right away. The 3 becomes a 1, the 9 becomes a 3. Now we just do our multiplication. 1 times 4 is 4, 5 times 3 is 15. The answer is the same. You're going to reduce to lowest terms somewhere, whether you do it with cross-canceling or the way we did it the first time. Either way is fine, so do whichever one you're comfortable with. All right, now what if you're multiplying and the denominators are the same? For example, 2 over 5 times 3 over 5. Nothing changes. You still just multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom. 2 times 3 is 6. 5 times 5 is 25. 6 over 25. There's no common factor here. This is already in lowest terms, so we're all done. Okay, let's do a few more examples. We have 3 over 5 divided by 4 over 9. Now, since we're dividing these fractions, we're going to change division to multiplication and flip the second fraction upside down. So we get 3 over 5 times 9 over 4. Now we just multiply straight across the top and straight across the bottom. 3 times 9 is 27, 5 times 4 is 20, 27 over 20. This is already in lowest terms. There is no common factors, so we're done. Okay, let's take a look at this. 2 over 9 divided by 2 over 7. Change division to multiplication, flip that second fraction upside down. So you get 2 over 9 times 7 over 2. And multiplying across the top and across the bottom, we get 14 over 18. Both of those can be reduced by a factor of 2, so that leaves us with 7 over 9. Now, this is another case where we could have cross-canceled, so let's take a look. 2 over 9 divided by 2 over 7 is equal to 2 over 9 times 7 over 2. Now we have a 2 in the numerator and a 2 in the denominator. They could cancel out. And then multiplying, we have 1 times 7 is 7, 9 times 1 is 9. Again, we get the same answer. It just depends on whether or not we reduce at the end or cancel our common factors in the process. Either way is okay, whichever one you like best. Okay, let's take a look at one more example. Suppose you have something like this. 3 1/4 divided by a half. So we've got a mixed number in there. So what's the best way to handle this? The best thing to do is turn that mixed number into an improper fraction first. So 3 1/4, if we turn that into an improper fraction, 4 times 3 is 12, plus 1 is 13, we get 13 over 4 divided by 1/2. Now it's just like our last example, so we're going to change division to multiplication and flip that second fraction upside down. So we get 13 over 4 times 2 over 1. And I'm not going to cross cancel here, I'm just going to multiply, and I get 13 times 2 is 26. 4 times 1 is 4. 26 over 4. I can reduce both of those by a factor of 2, so I get 13 over 2. And if you like, you can turn that improper fraction back into a mixed number. It's 6.5. Multiplying and dividing fractions is actually pretty straightforward. If cross-canceling isn't comfortable for you, then don't do it. Just do your straight multiplication, but always remember to reduce your answer to lowest terms. That's it for this episode of Math Bytes. If you like our videos, please subscribe to our channel. And if there's something you want to ask us, just send us an email. We're at contactmathbytes@gmail.com, and we'll see you next time.